In today's video, we're diving into the Auburn Tigers offense led by Cam Newton during their 2010 national championship run, and I'm going to show you how you can run this offense in college football 25. Cam is one of the most electric dual threat QBs the football world has ever seen. From devastating design QB runs to explosive play action shots, Newton's ability to strike fear into defenses was what made Auburn nearly unstoppable. In this series, we're going to be rolling out 6 unique offenses, 3 made for each game, that embody the playmaking and versatility of athletic star QBs. Today, we're diving deep into 4 of these offenses, showcasing the diverse ways that you can dominate on the field. Plus, stay tuned for 2 surprise offenses that are on the way, adding even more options for you to run these offenses. Now, we're going to be running all these explosive schemes out of Liberty's playbook in college football 25 and then the Ravens playbook in Madden 25. Then each offense will have its own unique scheme, but because we're using them in the same playbooks, you'll be able to mix and match elements from each one to create one unstoppable offense. So in this first section, we're going to break down what we can learn from the real life implementation of Newton's offensive scheme and how to apply the strategies they would use in our offense in college football 25. We're also going to cover some gameplay elements that you can use when you are playing. Now at Auburn, Cam Newton wasn't just a passer, he was the core of their run game and an X factor every time he touched the ball. The offense revolved around his ability to dominate on the ground with a heavy dose of QB runs and read options. This allowed Auburn to create mismatches in the run game, forcing defenses to account for Cam as both a runner and a passer. In our game plan, we're going to do the same by building a run game that puts Cam at the center of everything we want to try to do. So the first run we're looking at is triple option slip in pistol strong, and once you snap the ball, if our defender crashes down, you keep it with Cam and hit the edge where he can use his combination of power and speed to pick up some big yards. Now, if you pull the ball out and you see quick pressure in your face, just pitch it to your running back. With defenders keying on Cam, your running back should have room to break to the outside, and this is where the play can get really explosive. The defense is going to be so focused on stopping Cam that when you flip it out to the running back, he's going to have a ton of space to work with. Then the final read of the triple option is the handoff, and if you see no space on the option side, just give it to the running back up at the middle, and there should be a ton of open room for you to rack up some easy yards. Then the second run will be power read and split twins, and on the power read, once you snap the ball, you're reading the edge defender, but unlike a traditional read option, this time when you're looking to attack the edge with the running back, while Cam is your downhill option. Now, if the defender crashes inside to stop Cam, that's your signal to hand the ball off to your running back, who will take it to the outside, and with blockers out in front, this run can hit the edge quickly and turn into an explosive pickup. Now, if the edge defender stays wide to contain the running back, you're going to keep it with Cam and get downhill. The power part of this play comes from having an offensive lineman pull and lead block for your QB. This is going to open up a big lane to the inside, and this play takes full advantage of Cam's ability to run with power between the tackles, allowing him to punish defenders that overcommit to the outside. Now, once you've established Newton as a dominant force in the run game, it's time to make defenses pay through the air. One of the key elements of Auburn's offense was how they would use play action to capitalize on defenses overcommitting to stop the run. Cam had one of the strongest arms in college football history, and Auburn consistently used his cannon to take deep shots downfield. So when teams stacked the box to stop his running, this left them vulnerable to Cam's deep passing attack. And in our college football 25 offense, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take advantage of Cam's arm strength by incorporating play action shots to hit home run plays down the field when defenses cheat to stop the run. Now, the first deep shot we're looking at is PA post and gun you off trips, and this is a great vertical shot concept that allows us to push the ball down the field for huge gains or zone coverage. This play starts with a play action fake, and this can pull the user down. Then the go-to route here is the deep post. Now, verse cover 3 is going to get in behind the hooks, and once he passes the deep middle safety, you can fire this in for a huge pickup. Then against cover 2, this post can split the 2 safeties who will get pulled out by the other post, and then the tight end corner route, you can fire it in between them for a huge gain. Then also on this play, if the post is taken away, you can look to the flat defender on the short side, and you can high-low him with the corner route, and if he stays down, throw it in over his head, and if he stays back, check it down to the other tight end in the flat. Next up, we have PA-HB wheel and split twins. This is another excellent play action play where we have multiple deep options getting down the field to attack zone coverage. Now on this play, we first want to look to the running back wheel that will shoot out of the backfield after the play action fake. He's going to get in behind the flat defenders, and the deep blue will get pulled back by the Z post, post and you can drop it in for a huge pickup. This is the go-to route on this play and it shreds zones. Then the other deep option is the Z post. You will see the tight end corner route pull back the deep blue defenders, and then the Z post will cut in front of them and you can drop it in for a really nice pickup. Then if you see the user leave the middle of the field to take the Z post or wheel, we're going to have the slot receiver on a hook sitting down and you can just drop it into him. Now, if you want to take this offense to the next level, you need to check out my website, Scheme Kings. Up right now, I have the second part for this Newton offense. It is going to be 10 more plays for this scheme that you can add in with all the stuff you find in this video, and it is going to make this Newton offense incredibly tough to deal with. Then we have 3 other videos up for this scheme on the site so far, with first my QB run school, and it is a 40-minute breakdown of 7 different styles of QB runs and advanced tips and tricks to make them almost impossible to stop. Then also my Tebow and Vick schemes live up right now. Then there will be a ton more videos coming on the site for this scheme that will be only found on Scheme Kings. Then also on the site, you have my spread to run offense where I broke down 3 incredible teams for college football 25. Then on defense, I have started my first defensive scheme where I'm breaking down Nick Saban's match defense at Bama. It's an incredible way to lock down your opponent based on how the real life Tide dominated in college football defensively, and there is a ton up for the defense so far. So by subscribing to the site, you'll get access to all my Madden 25 content and my college football 25 content all for one price. And for the site, you can purchase the yearly membership, which will save you $50 over the course of the year. Then I'm also going to be running my mobile QB sale on the site, and this is going to run until September 25th. Use code MOBILE to get 50% off your first month if you do the monthly membership. And if you want to check out the site, I will link it down below. Then one of the formations we're going to run a ton is pistol strong, and it is a perfect offense for a mobile QB like Cam Newton. By aligning the running back directly behind the QB and having a tight end or H-back on the strong side, you get the best of both worlds, a downhill running game that can be explosive and a balanced look that keeps defenses guessing. This formation gives us some really explosive run plays where Cam's ability to either keep the ball or hand it off makes every play dangerous. Then on top of the dynamic run game, we can hit defenses with play action shots downfield, and with defenses biting hard to stop the run, we're going to have a ton of opportunities to push the ball deep. Now the play we're looking at here is PAHB slip, and this is one of the best cover 3 one-play touchdowns you will use all year. The key here is the super unique post route, and it gets to such a deadly area of the field, and it happens so quickly that you can use it to super consistently bomb cover 3 defenses for huge gains. The running back on this play is going to run a streak, which will hold the middle safety, and then the tight end runs a corner route, which will hold the backside deep third, and once your post clears that middle safety, you can just burn them over the top. Then we're also going to run a ton of the U-off trips formation, and this can be both out of pistol or gun. This setup is a dynamic 3x1 look with 3 eligibles on one side and a solo tight end to the other. This gives us an incredibly flexible formation by spreading the defense out horizontally while maintaining the ability to run downhill or hit explosive passes. For our run game, we're going to use a ton of RPOs here, allowing us to really mix the run and pass, and it lets Cam be a running threat, making it super difficult to stop these RPO packages. Then for the pass game, we have a huge variety of pass options, whether that's play action shots down the field or some great man beaters to attack these defensive looks. Now the RPO we are breaking down in this formation is RPO read flat. This is an amazing play that gives us 4 really good options we can go to. I like to run this with my trip to the short side of the field, and this is going to start with a read option. So if the R player crashes down, you can just keep it with your QB and get into the open field, and you can get some really big gains on the ground. But if after you pull it, you have the defenders rushing up in your face, we have the tight end in the flat, you can drop it off to him and he should have a lot of green grass to pick up some big yards. Then the other great element of this play is if at the snap you see the whole D on the outside crash down, we have this tight end wheel getting up the field, and if he is open, you can fire it into him, and this can turn into some massive gains for you on this RPO. So the next play we have here is PA corner dig, and this is an amazing play to hold in your back pocket until a big 3rd or 4th and long, and you need something that's going to get in behind zones for giant gains. The key route is the deep corner, and this will get 30 plus yards down the field, and you can fire the ball deep down the field for some absolutely massive pickups. This route is incredible, and as long as you have time in the pocket, it will get behind basically any flat defender in the game. Our other options on this play are the one tight end who is on a curl in the middle of the field, and then we also have another tight end as the check down. Then the split twins formation puts 2 running backs on either side of the quarterback in shotgun, and then 2 wide receivers on one side of the ball and a solo tight end on the other. This formation gives us a balanced look and is perfect for setting up a variety of run and pass plays. Having the two running backs alongside the QB opens up a ton of options in the run game, and it is going to include a ton of triple and speed options where Cam can be super dynamic. Then while the split receivers and tight end give us a ton of flexibility in both the short and deep passing game and really allow us to attack all levels of the field through the air. Then the play we're breaking down here is switch, and this is a great man-beating play that gives us 4 really good options that all attack different areas of the field. Now on this play, we're going to have a corner route attacking the sideline from our slot receiver, and this is a great route that can get a ton of separation on the outside of the defense. Then another great part of this play is if they have no safeties over the top, then we have this post that we can use to hit some really big plays. Then for our underneath options, we have the running back in the flat and the tight end over the middle that can be great 3rd and 4th options on this play. Now with just what you have here for this Newton offense, you will be in a great spot. But remember, there is part 2 for this scheme up on Scheme Kings right now that is going to make this whole offense way more difficult to stop.
But then if you want a full breakdown of the idea behind my full ultimate dual threat QB offense and a deep dive into the personnel we will be using for this scheme, then you need to check out the intro video for this whole offense right here.